Welcome to News Politics. Between his seemingly endless string of court losses, multiple investigations, last month's dissatisfactory midterm election results, and also the lackluster response to his huge 2024 announcement, things aren't going significantly well for Donald J. Trump. Before we continue, please support us by clicking on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell for more reliable updates. In a look on MSNBC over the weekend, Blessed Virgin Trump said her crazy uncle is ready to burn everything down if Republicans dare to show their backs on him throughout his time of need. Donald becomes his most dangerous once he fears loss of relevance, Mary told Ali Velshi. When he fears that he's now not the middle of attention. Once he fears that he is no longer the one in control. A recent op-ed printed by the Washington Post certainly appears to recommend that's what's happening. David Byler looked at Google Trends to gauge people's interest within the president and his substance stunts. Turns out, they don't very care that abundant. Despite Trump's best efforts, Americans paid much less attention to him in 2022 than they did once he was president. And when Trump disorganized for attention, he was only one story, not the story of the moment. In terms of Google's search index, Trump's announcement was a small indefinite amount, a lot of attention grabbing than the mad rush for Taylor Swift tickets and much less greedy than an enormous soccer tournament. And his dinner with Yi and Fuentes, thus far, appears to be a non-event. Trump isn't new or exciting any longer, and he can't bend media coverage toward himself at can. If he needs to win another term, he will need to have a go at it the old-style way. By touting his record as president, building a coalition and wishing on TV simply a touch less. Chatting with MSNBC, Blessed Virgin Trump issued a dire warning to the GOP, language her poisonous uncle is, hands down, the most dangerous person to the Republican Party at once and is perfectly comfortable feet dirt on anyone. We don't apprehend simply what quite info he has on others in his party, she said. What we have a tendency to do know is he would be willing to use it. Donald will burn everything down if he looks like he's going down. And if conservatives assume they will just ignore the guy, Blessed Virgin added, they've got another issue coming back to them. The Republican Party's strategy of just deciding to show during a completely different direction won't work, she explained. 1. It won't work as a result of he won't allow them to do it. And 2. It shouldn't work as a result of they're for the most part liable for the state of the party and also the dangers this party continues to present to the current country. Later within the hour, Trump author Tim O'Brien, author of Trump Nation. The Art of Being the Donald added that the one-term, twice-impeached president is probably going distressed that he may pay his sunset years in prison. I assume Donald Trump completely acknowledges he has existential threats before of him, Ali O'Brien said. I think there's this story that has developed around Trump that he escapes everything, that he can't be touched, and he not solely has 9 lives, however he has 18. The reality is he has ne'er had these intense purposeful investigations on his sill in multiple jurisdictions, with terribly serious consequences attended to any or all of them, he continued. The Manhattan District Attorney's case, that will produce other dimensions to it, however, notwithstanding all we have a tendency to get out of that's this recent fraud conviction against the corporate and a fine that the company will simply digest, there still are these other large prosecutions gazing him. The Big Apple prosecuting officer general may place the Trumps out of business for good within the state of recent York, O'Brien added. The Justice Department, ought to they accuse Donald Trump on criminal charges, he may find yourself in jail. Do I feel it'll go there? I don't know. However, he's terribly tuned into it. Thanks for watching. Let us know your view in the comments section.